Okay, cool. Happy Tuesday. Equipment you're going to need today is a pair of a cordless jump rope, so your skippers. If you've got a Move United fitness kit, if you know what I'm talking about, awesome. If you don't worry about it. But these came in your Move United fitness kit, so if you have those, grab those. If you don't have those, you could always use rags. You could use socks and twirl the socks around so you don't have to have the skippers. And then just a set of weights for today. One set of weights will do just fine. Alrighty, and then just remember with this class, I care more about your form and your alignment than I do about how fast you're moving or how much weight you're lifting. So move at your own pace, listen to your body. You can make it harder, you can make it easier by either adding more weight, taking away weight, whatever feels good for you. All right. Okay, so we'll start in a seated or standing grounded position here. And let's just start with a few shoulder circle rolls. I'm just gonna mute folks one more time. Okay, great. Cool, welcome for those just joining. All right, let's go ahead and close the eyes. And let's bring both hands to the low belly today. I'm just starting by feeling that low belly breath. Feeling that inhale push into your hands. And then on your exhale, your hands drift back in. Inhale, the belly pushes away. And exhale, it comes back in. So just seeing if you can keep that breath out of your chest, out of your neck. And I just want you to sense a part of your body that is either connected to the floor or connected to the chair under you. And just let that part of your body be really heavy. So whether it's your feet or your hips or your back, just let that area of your body be heavy. Stay with that belly breath. And then keeping that area of your body heavy, I want you to reach the crown of your head up to the sky. So just finding length through that top to bottom axes. Go ahead and set your intention for class today. We'll take one more inhale, one more exhale, and we'll open the eyes. Okay. Excuse me, let's bring both hands up to the sky. We'll interlace the fingers. Inhale, everything shrug up. And then exhale, articulate down. Take an inhale at the bottom, and then exhale, roll up. Good. When you come to the top, I want you to pull your chest forward, look up at the sky, and then exhale to dive down. Inhale at the bottom, and exhale, roll up. Good. When you get to the top, open your chest up to the sky. Last roll down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll up. And we're just gonna bring that right into a side bend. So we'll do a side bend left and a side bend right. Yeah, one more time. Side bend left and side bend right. Good. Okay, we'll bring the arms back down. We're gonna add a rotation into that side bend. So let's bring right hand up to the sky and you're just gonna come into a side bend to the left. Okay, so I want you to stay in that side bend. You're gonna rotate your chest down to the floor and bring your arms out into a T. Stay in the side bend and then rotate your chest up to the ceiling. This might feel kind of funky. Come back to the center, so back into your normal side bend, and then all the way up. Yeah. And then we'll switch sides. So left hand comes up, side bend to the right. Stay in the side bend, rotate down to the floor, arms out into a T. Rotate up to the ceiling, arms out into a T. Come back into a normal side bend, and then all the way back up. Yeah, good. So let's make that a little bit more fluid now. So we'll switch sides, side bend, rotate down to the floor, rotate up to the ceiling, come back to the center side bend, and then all the way up. That's it. Switching sides, side bend, rotate down to the floor, rotate up to the ceiling, come back to a center side bend, and then up. Yeah, there we go. Nice, everyone. One more each side. Side bend, rotate down, rotate up. Take an inhale here, center side bend, and all the way up. Last one, side bend, rotate down, rotate up. Take an inhale here, center side bend, and all the way up. Yeah, really nice. All right, let's take both arms, big circles going backwards, opening up the chest. Standing athletes, if you want to take this into a march, you can take this into a march. Put my socks back on because my feet are cold. And then can we do forward circles? And then I want you to bring a little bit more of your spine into it. So I'm going to give you my side profile here. So as the arms open up behind you, I want you to pull the chest forward. And then as they circle in front of you, I want you to round the chest back, kind of like you're doing a butterfly stroke. They come behind you, open the chest. They come forward, round the chest. Open and round. Open and round. Inhale to open, exhale to round. Inhale, open, exhale, round. One more. Round, and then back to the center. Give the arms a shake. Okay, adding in some rotation. So let's take right hand to left knee. Other arm is going to reach back behind you as you rotate. Head and neck and eyes go with you. And then we'll switch. Hand to opposite thigh, rotate. Hand to opposite thigh, rotate. And just see if you could get a little bit further, a little bit more range of motion on each one. And let's find an exhale to rotate today. I'm going to switch it. And then an inhale to center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, two more. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Inhale and back to the center. Good. Arms come up. Let's just come into one more flexion. Inhale, let everything shrug up. And then exhale, roll down. Let's pause at the bottom. Take a few breaths into your low back. And on your next exhale, we'll roll ourselves up. Okay, good. Okay, coming back to some circular movement. So let's take left hand, and I want you to imagine like you're drawing a really big circle in front of you with just your left hand. So your right hand can be on your lap. But when you make that circle, I want you to lean as far in each direction as you can, down, out to the side, in front of you, up to the other side, and down. And just move slow at first. But the key here, if you're able to, is I want you to lean forward. So I want your back muscles to be supporting you here. But if you need this hand support, you can use this hand support. Okay, good. Come back to the center. And then we'll switch sides. So doing it with the other hand, and then switch directions of the circle. And again, just trying to trace, like if you had a big piece of paper in front of you, trying to trace a huge circle. And when you lean forward, can you lean forward with a flat back? Hinging forward from the hips. Let's do one more. Good, and back to the center. Awesome. Okay, we'll just finish with some cross body reaches. We'll start slow and then we'll pick up the pace. So hand reaches across the body as if you were grabbing something, and then quickly pull it in towards you. Switching sides, reach out, grab, quick to pull in. Slow to reach, quick to pull. Slow to reach, quick to pull. And then can you start to increase that speed? Grabbing and pulling. Focusing more on the pulling side. Really reaching as far as you can too. Looking where you're reaching, grab and pull. Look where you reach, grab and pull. There we go. Yeah. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back to the center. Do a few more shoulder circle rolls. If you're standing, you can shake the legs out. Okay. Just one more here with the lean forward, because we're going to do some of these lean forwards today. So I want you to pretend like you're holding a big ball in front of you. And you're going to lean forward and pass that ball to someone very far in front of you. And then you're going to lift it overhead. And then you're going to pull it down into your chest. Yeah. Lean forward, reach it forward. As you sit up, the ball comes overhead. And then you pull it back down into your chest. Lean and reach forward. Sit tall. Pull it into your chest. Yeah. If you need to do this with one hand on your lap and one hand moving with you, you can do that too. But just finding this swooping motion forward, up, and center. Forward, up, and center. Standing athletes, you're doing the same thing. You can just be doing it from a hip hinge position. There we go. There we go. Trying to keep that neutral pelvis and back here. So you're only lowering down as much as you can where that pelvis and spine stay in neutral. 2 more. And last one. Okay, good. Give the arms one more shake. Give the shoulders one more shake. Let your breath go. All right. Great. Okay, so we are going to start. Let me grab my skippers. We're going to start with 2 minutes of jump rope, and then we're going to go right into a 15-minute circuit with 4 exercises. Okay, and a lot of these are combos today. This is kind of, we're doing a bit of a combo day today, so I'll talk you through this. Okay, so starting with your jump rope skippers. So seated or standing athletes, remember, whether you're holding your skippers or your towels, it's going to be harder with your arms out into a T. It's going to be easier if you bend your elbows and bring your arms in, okay? So if you think you can last 2 minutes with straight arms, then try to keep your arms straight out at your side. For standing athletes, same thing. If you have a jump rope and you want to add a little bit of a skip or a jump, or even just a stepping motion, right leg stepping, left leg stepping, then you can do that too. Otherwise, you can keep the feet still as the arms swing the skippers. Okay, so you're going to do that 2 minutes. So all out for 2 minutes. If you are using the Move United kit, reset your count and see what count you get up to. And then I'll have you type it in at the end of class if that works for you. Okay, then we're going to move right into that 15-minute circuit. So first exercise is going to be an uppercut punch. So an uppercut punch is just doing a punch from the bottom to the top. You're still going to alternate right arm, left arm, trying to use as much force as you can and trying to go as quick as you can, okay? Same thing for standing athletes, just doing it from a standing position, right, left, right, left, right, left. You're gonna be doing 30 each side. So right, left is 1, right, left is 2. Yeah, but really coming from the bottom to the top, bottom to the top. Okay, this uses slightly different areas as opposed to doing a forward punch, left, right, left, right. Okay. Trying to read my own handwriting. Second exercise is going to be a forward push to an overhead press. Okay, this is the one that we basically just practiced in warm up. So holding, if you can, hold a weight. You don't have to, you can do this one without a weight. Okay, so I'm going to show you the more advanced version first. So more advanced version, you're going to lean forward as you push the arms forward. And then you're going to sit tall with the weight overhead, again, just like we did in warm-ups, and then pull it down into your chest. Push forward, lean forward, sit tall, weight overhead, pull the weight into your chest. Yeah, so you kind of create this circular motion with your body, but we're really relying on the back line, the whole back part of your body as you do this.
How heavy of a weight?
Okay, if this feels, say it again.
How heavy of a weight?
Yeah, good question. As heavy as you can, where your back isn't compromising. So if you're leaning forward and your back is rounding and you can't keep your back flat, then the weight is a little too heavy. But yeah, you can challenge yourself. Let's see, how many are you doing? Yeah, you're doing 20 of these. So if you can do your heavier weight and keep your form, then try to do the heavier weight. Yeah. The second version, if that feels unrealistic for you, the second version is you're going to do a forward press and then an overhead press. So you're essentially doing the same movement. You're just not adding the lean forward with your back. Okay, forward press and then overhead press. But if you can make it more of a circular movement, either with or without the weight, then try to do that. Standing athletes, you're going to be doing an overhead squat. So working the same muscles. Arms are going to stay overhead, palms facing in. Set your feet wide and hips turned out. Dropping down and then pressing up. So those arms stay overhead the whole time. If you need to keep this squat more shallow to keep your good squatting form where the knees don't go too far over the toes, then just stay more shallow in that squat. Okay, I'm sorry, I lost my place here. Okay, 20 of those total. Third exercise is going to be a bicep curl to a side press. So another combo move here. So starting with the weights down, let's have palms facing in. Bicep curl the weights up, side press out, bring the weights in and then down. Up and out, in and down. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you can keep practicing that one. Standing athletes, you're going to be doing side lunges. So just stepping out into a side lunge with the left leg and then out into a side lunge with the right leg. Okay, and just going back and forth. Each lunge will count as one though. So right side lunge is 1, left side lunge is 2, and so on. 20 of those total. Fourth and final exercise is your side bends. This will look the same for everyone. Do 10 on one side and then do 10 on the other side. Okay, so holding your heavier set of weights for these. If you can do your heavier set of weights for this whole circuit, then try to do that. Okay, 10 on one side, 10 on the other. For standing athletes, you can either stay with your feet under you. If you want to make the balance harder, you can do your walking the tightrope, so one foot in front of the other, or you can do a single leg balance. If you're doing single leg balance, you're going to balance on the leg. You're going to balance on the leg towards the side that you're side bending to. So if you're balancing on the left leg, you're side bending left. 20 of those total, but 10 on each side and then 10 on the other side. Okay, awesome. So one more time, uppercut punch, 30 each side, forward push to overhead press or an overhead squat for 20 total, bicep curl to side press, 20 total, or a side lunge, and then side bends for 20 total. So 30, 20, 20, 20, 30, 20, 20, 20. Okay, we're gonna start with the jump rope. And then I'll probably add the music in after. Claudia, I have a question. Have I been kind of freezing a little bit already? Maybe give me just like a thumbs up if I've kind of been freezing. Damn it. I cannot win. Okay, I'm annoyed. Sometimes it's not mutual. So when it looks like I'm freezing, I'm not. Okay, sorry everybody if that was hard for you to understand with the freeziness. If you have questions, let me know or feel free to type into the chat box. Okay.
Quick question.
Let's get going. You're starting. Oh yeah, go for it.
Well, when you do the bicep curl to this bicep curl and then, no wait, which one is it? The one where you come down alongside your body. I'm just wondering if you go outside your wheelchair or inside.
Wait, I'm sorry, Doreen, you froze for like 5 seconds. Was that a question on the bicep curl to side press?
The one where you go down, do you
Yeah.
go inside your wheelchair or outside?
Oh, for the side bends?
Yeah, I thought.
Let's see. Can you
Never
hear me,
mind.
Doreen?
Never mind. I'm good. I'll figure it out.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. This is not yeah, with my sorry. Sorry everyone. Oh God. This is Zoom and Spotify are the bane of my existence. Yeah, I'll just quickly review that. So for the forward push to overhead press, if that's the one that you were asking about, you're leaning forward and then putting, oh, okay. Teresa, I just saw your message. I'm hoping that nothing is wrong on your end, but if you're in need of help, like immediate help, let us know. But if that's just a question to the chat, then that's fine too. Okay. Okay, sorry. So for the forward push to overhead press, you're leaning forward and then you're sitting tall. For the side bend one, you're going to be on the outside of your chair. So side bending on the outside of your chair. I hope that answered your question. I apologize if it didn't. Okay. All right, so grab your skippers. You've got 2 minutes on the clock. Remember to reset your skippers if they count for you. Okay. Here we go. On your marks, get set, and go. 2 minutes. Try to get as many skips or twirls as you can. Keep going, everyone. You're 45 seconds in. I'm going to get some music going here. If your arms start to get tired or you lose your form, you can always bend your arms and bring them closer into your body. Think of doing this movement more from your back. It will help you out a little bit. You've got 40 seconds left.
I've been thinking about my own protection. It scares me to feel this way.
10 seconds left. Get a few more skips in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, you're moving right into that circuit, starting with your uppercut punch, 30 on each side. You got 15 minutes here, everyone. Find a good pace.
So damn beautiful.
BORP, yeah, last name, and you living in the fast lane, eyes like an angel. Goddess. Watch my yelling, I shit I dress. Spotless. Hotness bad to the bone, make me wanna bowl. Put me in the triple X zone. Flames don't know how to talk to you, so let me walk with you. Hold my hand, I'ma spend them grands. But after you undress, not like a hooker, but more like a princess, queen, empress, president. Pull anywhere you come on earth, cause you're beautiful. Okay?
See you in the club, shutting down,
I wanna get with you.
yeah. I see you in the club,
I wanna get with you. You're so beautiful, so damn beautiful. Said you're so beautiful, so damn beautiful. You're so beautiful, 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 beautiful. You're so beautiful, 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 beautiful. You're so beautiful. Where'd you come from? You're out of this world to me. You're a symbol of what a beautiful woman should be. Ooh, we.
I never wanna see you cry,
You cry.
and I never wanna tell a lie, Said I never wanna see you cry, and I never wanna tell a lie,
I wanna get with you. Yeah.
I see you in the club,
I wanna get with you. You're so beautiful, so damn beautiful. Said you're so beautiful, so damn beautiful. You're so beautiful.
You're 5 minutes in, 10 minutes to go. 5 minutes in.
Think about it. There must be a higher love down in the heart or hidden in the stars above. Without it, life is a wasted time. Look inside your heart and I look inside mine. Things look so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is fair? We walk the line and try to see, falling behind what could be. Oh, oh, bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Where's that higher love? I keep thinking of. Bring me higher love. Bring me higher love. Bring me higher love. Bring me higher love. Worlds are turning, and we're just hanging on, facing our fear and standing out there alone. I yearning, yeah, and it's real to me. There must be someone who's feeling for me. Things look so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is fair? We walk the line and try to see, falling behind and what could be. Oh, bring me a higher love, my Lord. Bring me a higher love. Oh, oh, bring me a higher love, my Lord. It's that higher love I keep thinking of. Bring me a higher love. Oh.
You're about 9 minutes in. 9 minutes in, 6 minutes to go.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Woo, child, tired of the bullshit. Gone, dust your shoulders off. Keep it moving, yes, Lord. Trying to get some new shit in there. Swimwear, going to the pool shit. Come now, come dry your eyes. You know you a star, you can touch the sky. I know that it's hard, but you have to try. If you need advice, let me simplify. If he don't love you anymore, just walk your fine ass out the door. I do my hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Baby, how you feeling? Woo, girl, need to kick off your shoes. Gotta take a deep breath, time to focus on you. All the big fights, long nights that you've been through. I got a bottle of tequila I've been saving for you. Boss up and change your life. You can have it all, no sacrifice. I know we did you wrong, we can make it right. So go and let it all hang out tonight. Cause he don't love you anymore. So walk your fine ass out the door. And do your hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? And we gon' be all my hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Yeah. Alright. Listen, if he don't love you anymore, then walk your fine ass out the door. And do your hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? And we gon' make it right. Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Baby, how you feeling?
You have 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left, everyone.
Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind, on my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho, so left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind, on my mind. She'll make you curse, but she a blessing. She'll rip your shirt within a second. You'll be coming back for seconds with your play. You just can't help it. No, no, you'll play along. Let her lead you on. You'll be saying no, no, then saying yes, yes, yes. Cause you're messing with your head. Oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, I'm on my mind.
everyone. Last minute.
Little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, my mind. Oh, she's hot but a psycho. So left but she's right though. At night she's screaming, my mind. Grab a cap gun, kinda crazy. She's poison but tasty. And people say, run, don't walk away. She's sweet but a psycho. A little bit psycho. At night she's screaming, my mind.
30 seconds left. Last 30 seconds. God. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Ooh-wee. Nice work, everybody. I'll plug my computer in. Go in and grab some water. Feel free to share how many rounds you got through. And then if you have counters on your skippers, how many skippers you got. And I saw some people already shared this in the chat, so I can read those aloud. Patty, were you gonna share?
Yeah, two rounds and about 80 skippers. 80 skip.
Nice, awesome. Nice work, Patty. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
All right, we've got Wendy with 438 skips. Really good. Doreen with 465 skips. Also really good. Wow, those are close numbers. That's kind of fun. And then Wendy with 3.5 rounds. Nice work. Pat with 4.2 rounds. Nice work, Pat. Good to see you. The SFVA with 4 rounds times 5 veterans. Awesome. Nice work, all of you. Thank you for joining. And then Tony with 3+ rounds. Nice work, Tony. Cool. Feel free to keep sharing. I'm just going to mute everyone one more time. I didn't realize we were getting close to time here. We'll just do a quick cool down. And if I miss your chat, I'll share at the end of class. Okay. Good. So let's just come back to a few shoulder circle rolls. Starting to slow your breath down. And I'm going to have you set your shoulders down and back. Let's find a head tilt to the left. And a head tilt to the right. And then a head tilt down. So really trying to tuck your chin into your throat. Good. One more time. Head tilt left. Head tilt right. And then head tilt down. Okay, good. We'll come back to the center. We'll find a still point and we'll close the eyes. And then same thing compared to the beginning of class. So just seeing if you can find a part of your body that is either connected to the floor or to the chair under you. And just let that part of your body be really heavy, be really grounded. And then seeing if you can reach the crown of your head up to the sky, finding some length through your spine. Go ahead and think of one thing you're grateful for today. We'll take one more inhale. One more exhale. And we'll open the eyes. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. I apologize for the not great Zoom. Oh, here, wait. Let me stop my